depression, mental health issues, all the drugs, all the alcohol. It makes me sad to see what Mount Isa has come in the past 5 or 6 years. It breaks my heart to see it. Affects everyone, affects every family. Sadly, my sister was affected by domestic violence and came to a point where she didn't want to talk to anyone, and she eventually committed suicide. It affected me very bad, very heavily. I shut everyone else out. Felt like I had no one else. I was so close to calling it quits on my life. I was so close to it.
My name is Zachary Masterson. I'm from Caboolture. Family, home life, sometimes can be a little tough. Mum got depressed when my uncle passed away. Everything just went downhill from there. Couldn't catch up with money, and then we lost our house. Had to get kicked out. Tried to keep it to myself, make sure. And I didn't really let anyone know. And didn't really go to school much. Just stayed home.
With Aboriginal people, we see a lot of adults who are struggling to manage basic health. That flows on to family issues. It flows on to kids. A lot of their issues are really, really heavy. Youth suicide's a huge thing here.
We were the #1 men dying by suicide, just Aboriginal Australian men, which is crazy. It's unacceptable. It's kind of multi-layered issues that are so confusing and sometimes seems irreversible. We have to get people talking, telling us the story.
Welcome everyone to today's MomenTIM session. MomenTIM is a young men's mental health program. Our catchphrase is tomorrow's Indigenous Men. So we're trying to create that generation of young Indigenous men that have coping mechanisms so that we can get them thinking from a different perspective.
A safe place where the boys can express their feelings, where they can talk about problems. Zach said mum, and I'm straight away I'm like, yeah. For me, delivering this program MomenTIM is trying to show them something different, trying to break that generational cycle. It's like you don't have to abuse people, you don't have to abuse alcohol, you don't have to abuse drugs.
It's about the good mentorship that people will get to start them on a pathway of positivity. Crisis in life is always going to happen, but it's about building resilience, and I think that's what MomenTIM does.
After a few weeks, they start to really engage with us, look up to us as role models, mentors, and then with that one positive thing or that one reoccurring thing in their life, there's stability.
It's about that consistent positive engagement where they might not be getting that at home, and in particular not from a male.
Because of the Movember Foundation, we at the MomenTIM program have been able to engage with over 700 guys. We're able to engage with men at various activities across rural, urban and remote communities. It's amazing how when you start getting blokes together, Aboriginal blokes together, that's when the magic happens. It's really inspiring.
I learned self-care, mental care, how to deal with bad situations, like stuff I don't really like to talk about to other people and talk to them about it.
I think all of us boys took something from each other. We're all going through the same thing. We experienced loss in our lives. We experienced racism, everything. It's helped me. It helped me a lot. Yeah, that sort of changed my life around, and I felt a bit more positive about myself.
I think MomenTIM absolutely is valuable. I think it's very successful, and I think that I'd like to see MomenTIM carry on forever.
I want to see people feel positive, not feel like left out, not feel without hope. I want our people to become the authors of our future.